thank God.
Oh man, there it is. At long last, the show is finally dead. It should have been dead 2 seasons ago, if you ask me. Finally. Oh, I've been waiting for this day for so long, it's crazy. Get the hell out of here. Oh man, this is great. Here's National World. I don't know what this is. 6 minutes ago. Yeah, Blockbuster Fantasy Series. I don't know about that one, Chief. I do not know about that one. Oh, yeah, financial impact. Yeah, you think maybe putting hundreds of millions of dollars that I don't see on the screen might have hurt that a little bit? Yeah, based on it. Based on it. 15 books? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess you can count that one prequel, I guess. I suppose. If you really want to. But based on the book series, I don't know. They took the title, they took the names of the characters and locations, and that's about where the similarities end, huh? Fans have been left devastated. Yeah, some of them have been. The ones who hate the books, huh? Devastated. It sucks, but it's expected. It alienated too large of the fan base in the first season. Yeah, you think? Maybe you should have made it actually, in line with the fucking books, huh? How about that? Hey, streaming services, at this point I refuse to start watching any show. Well, if you don't watch it at all, then the numbers are just gonna kill the first season of whatever you're thinking of anyway, so... I don't know, it's not a really good one. Are there comments here? Nah, ain't no comments. About in Forbes. I don't know why Forbes is talking about TV shows, by the way. I really don't know. Oh man, Flash sale, less than $1 a week. Friggin' good one. Streaming services work in mysterious ways, huh? Pretty stunning on Friday. It was stunning. It was great. Stunning in a great way. Viewership, cost. Yeah, look at this. $260 million. Exceptionally large score, VFX heavy series. VFX heavy? Like, come on. Are you kidding me? I barely saw the CGI in this at all. Season 3 had more of it, but... Like, come on. Are we gonna pretend like there's hundreds of millions of dollars of CGI on the screen? Because I don't think so. And they're guessing it could have been 390 million to do the whole series. Come on. If we're already at 260 right here, we're barely on book 4 if you want to pretend that it's anywhere close to the books. You're gonna look at a lot more than 390, I'll tell you that. Books run forever, effectively, yeah. Unclear what the stop point might be? What the hell do you mean? The stop point would be the last battle. Are you that stupid? I mean, clearly you are. Yeah, we're confident. Well, too bad for Joshua. I almost said Joshua, I'm sorry. Too bad for him. Looks like he tried, but, I don't know, I'll just leave it at that. Oh, they're getting a petition for... Guess what? If Season 8 of Game of Thrones isn't going to be remade, what makes you think this is going to be? Like, regular people actually knew what Game of Thrones was. Like, please. Why was it cancelled? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you one specific reason. It's because it wasn't like the books. It's as easy as that. It's just that easy. Several reasons why. Adapting it for television was always going to be challenging. Yeah, you think? Surprise to the passionate fan base who are really beginning to enjoy the production. Fucking who? A portion of the audience? Yeah, a very small portion. Minuscule, very tiny. Disappointing after amazing reviews. Yeah, the only people left are the people that like it. That's why the reviews looked cool. The reviews looked nice because barely anyone watched it. That's why it got canceled. Barely anyone watched it. And so the ones who are still here are like, yeah, I like it, yeah. But all the people who actually read the books and liked them were like, fuck that. all the way back in season 1. They probably didn't even finish season 1. Oh boy, this is a good one. What it could have been if it was based on the books. Yeah. When was it based on the books? Because after like the first frame, like I didn't really see too much. Gotta be honest, I didn't see too much. I don't even know how they would have done the rebel faction of Aes Sedai. If you want to ask me, like I don't even know how they were gonna do that, because they did the whole tower breaking thing in this season, like in the most idiotic way imaginable. This is yeah, we got a quick AI summary, huh? There you go, right there. Viewership declined significantly during season 3, affecting future investments. Well, maybe if Amazon hadn't greenlit season 2 and 3 super early, they wouldn't have wasted so much money. Like, for fuck's sake, season 2 was greenlit before season 1 even came out. And then, I think season 1 wasn't even done airing, and they're like, yeah, greenlight season 3, why the fuck not? Burn some more money. The finale was still impressive, huh? Man, I don't know. I got a bridge to sell you out in the desert. That is a friggin' good one. How about this one? How about this one? Disappointing news? I say it's great. It's invigorating news. That's what it is. After 3 seasons. 3 seasons too many. Now, I don't know about this one. Well, I guess if you have a really tiny audience that somehow likes it, and all the real fans, like, never bothered to even leave a 1-star review after the first season, after the first couple episodes, then yeah, you could pretend it's so highly rated. Get this, though. If it was so highly rated, don't you think other people would have known about it and watched it? What the hell kind of question is this? Did Amazon want it to succeed? Yeah, what do you fucking think? You think they're trying to make this just for fun? Obviously, the higher-ups don't have a fucking clue. They're just saying, people are telling them it's going to make money, so they're saying, okay, greenlight it. But the people in charge, namely Rafe, that guy, I couldn't tell you really if he wanted it to succeed or not. I think he was just, I think he was probably surprised he got 3 seasons out of this travesty. But if you want me to be honest. As a book fan who was able to accept a more faithful adaptation was impossible and unnecessary. Unnecessary? Impossible? I don't think so, Chief. But unnecessary? Well, why the hell are we adapting it then if it's unnecessary? Why do you fucking say it's unnecessary to adapt it right? It's unnecessary to adapt it if they don't do it right. I know some fans seem to think the show can now be rebooted as a 14-season show. Well, if they do it again, they'll probably fuck it up. So, you know, probably pass on that. I think it should have been an anime if you want my personal opinion. I think Japan would have probably treated this property, this intellectual property, a lot nicer than anywhere in America. Anywhere in the West, actually. Just let Japan make an adaptation. I'd probably appreciate it no matter what they do. Like, for real. There we go. And some fans are hoping that Apple TV was... Apple TV? Man, you think Amazon's obscure? Try asking people what they think of Apple TV TV shows, huh? Can you even name one? Like, I can't even name one off the top of my head. Yeah, not unless someone's at Apple's a fan. Exactly. I've also canceled by Amazon Prime. I think you mean my Amazon Prime. Is that what you're trying to say? You know, you might want to get someone to edit this. Might want to get someone to take a second look-see, huh? Surprised you don't have AI making the whole article by now. He's on one of the worst studios out there right now. He's just talking about he let this Apple sub go, but hey, maybe Apple might take it up, huh? Oh man, there isn't any. No comments, come on. Lame. Spun its last thread. The wheel weaves as the wheel wills, huh? The wheel's broken now. That's why my plebit name, Break Z Wheel. That's why I had that name. I knew the show's wheel was gonna get broken eventually. It was only a matter of time. I knew there was absolutely no way they were finishing the whole book series. I knew Amazon was never gonna do it. Oh, by the way, hey Amazon, now that the show's canceled, can we get the old book covers back? Like, please. If I want to buy a brand new book, I mean, good thing I have the old ones with the old covers. But imagine someone who wants to buy it now. Sheesh. One of the best Prime shows, Well, I guess they barely had any shows. Didn't they have Orange is the New Black, though? Isn't that Amazon Prime? I thought everyone thought that was pretty good, wasn't it? Bolder and bleaker. Sure was. Not for the reasons they thought. I don't know what that is. SM. Can't believe they decided to cancel the show. I really had big hopes for another season. It's really one of the best shows out there. But I guess it does not matter. Listen, I'll bet you this person did not read the books, and if they did, they didn't like the books. Okay? That's what I want to bet. The writing has been on the wall for some time. It has been for some time. Because guess what? Like I said, they greenlit season 2 before season 1 was fucking out. Some fans would be glad to see it. That's right. That's right. Unnecessary diversions from the source material. Wow. Very understated there. Extremely understated. Changes he defended. Yeah, he tried defending it all day long. It's a sad day. It's a sad day, huh? For you. Not for me. Kind of advertising that. Also, Tom Power. Oh, is that the guy who wrote this? Ooh, this one has comments? Oh, it's got 2 comments. It was Crinfield's woke disaster that didn't hold a candle to the source material. There you go. And look, this is even better. This is better to me. I never read the books, and I found the show incredibly bland and derivative. Exactly. I like the low-budget Sword of Truth show better. There we go. Someone knows something. Deadline. Uh-oh. It's funny how other people I see show these websites, they don't have an ad blocker on. Like, come on. See all this lovely white space? They won't be doing it, followed lengthy deliberations. Well, guess what? This time they didn't automatically renew season 4 before season 3 came out. So that's why they were able to, like, say, hey, hold the fucking phone here. Put the brakes on this one, okay? Nielsen ratings reflect US viewership. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't think too many people outside the US was watching this, okay? That could just be me. But I got a good feeling it's not. It's like, oh, it did rank number 1 on Prime Video in multiple countries. Well, yeah. What else is on Prime Video right now? Rang of the Kangs? Who's watching that? That shows you a lot, too, because you'd think Rang of the Kangs would be up there as well. But it was not strong enough. Yep, it was definitely not strong enough. The show's passionate fan base. Yeah, I'm passionate about the books, not for the show. Oh man, they're gonna talk about 488 comments. Ooh, let's see. Look at this fucking guy. Anonymous. Yeah. Cancel my subscription. Good riddance. Older comments. Let me see more. I want to see more. Oh, come on. You're gonna be like that. Sick of tired of shows being canceled before it's shown. Number of short episodes. Hey, I agree with you. I agree with you that the seasons were short. 8 episodes is not a season. It'll never be a season to me. I don't know why everyone thinks that's 8 episodes is a season. I don't fucking care if it's an hour. But hey, since it was terrible, I didn't have to suffer through as much, so that's why I'm fine with it. Really hope they change their minds. They ain't. They ain't. What the hell is this? Read the books again. Tell me that. Read it again. Well, I guess these are deadline readers then. Based off unsound principles. What are you talking about? You think Amazon is going off Nielsen ratings? They're going by their own internal ratings. So it's the only show on Prime worth sitting through the awful ads. What are these guys talking about? Hope they bring it back. I hope that it's dead and buried. The show's wheel's broken. You can't put it back together. Look at this guy. Mark, what the fuck are you thinking? Each season was improving in acting and quality? In quality? That's a friggin' good one. A movie wrap up? Yeah, good one. That's like 100 million if I know Amazon's the way they burn money. So billionaires want to get even more money. Hey, guess what? If they had made the show like the books, I don't know. Maybe they would have been good. I don't know. Yeah, they smacked their heads on the pavement when they greenlit the show with this script. The original script was even worse, though. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. It wouldn't have held audiences long enough. Yeah, not when you're like deviating like they do. Not when you take a left turn here. You're like, oh, am I in Albuquerque? And you're ending up in Ireland. Well, it looks like all these comments are definitely deadline readers. Yeah. Looks like nobody here read the books. I can't believe there's so many delusional people here. Tom's Guide, I don't know why Tom Guide is talking about shows, but whatever. Whatever. Latest articles? I mean, I guess you're saying this. I don't know. I don't know if I'd put this on the latest articles, man. Oh, he thought that this was the greatest. Yeah, there it is. Tom's Guide down there. The best one yet. Why does everyone keep saying that? The best one yet? Maybe because that one episode was actually somewhat close to the book. Even though it was still wrong in a lot of ways. I mean, you can be wrong in neutral ways and in bad ways. But it was wrong, don't worry. Shame on you too, Sony, for greenlighting this. Fuck you too. The Wheel of Time is an adaptation of a much-loved fantasy book series of the same name. That's where it ends too. The same name. That's it. And Brandon Sanderson. I'd love to see what he says about this. I'd really love to see what he thinks of Season 3. I haven't heard him say anything about Season 3 yet. Oh man, Rang of the Kangs is the only one left? No! I bet they're loving that. See, we finally get put to rest here, but the Lord of the Rings fans, they still have a little bit more suffering to do. My condolences, man. My condolences. We were the canary in the coal mine. We were like... They were just practicing with Wheel of Time before what they before doing what they did to Ring of the Kings. Rings of Prime. It's canceled after 3 seasons, and I love to see it. I like this crystal ball of hers. What a fuck up. I've been recently asking Amazon, what's the end game for the show? I want to deliver the full series. How do we best do that? Well, you got your answer from Amazon, huh? They said, fuck no. The books get better as they go. Okay. Wait, is Judkins saying this? The books get better as they go. I don't know, man. We were in Malden for so long. Like, it's actually crazy. You know, Fail is there. Fail is not there in the beginning, and then she is there, so... You know, that's already proof enough that it's does not get better as it goes along, at least in the middle part. If you want to skip Malden completely, then I don't think you're missing much. From Perrin or from Fail. From Fail. If you ask me. That whole thing could be, like, completely, like, dug out of there. Perrin could just be in a coma, and he could wake up and then resume his business. And I'd be fine with it. The books get better as they go on. Oh, how about Egwene when she gets to the end? When she actually reunites the tower? And she gets extremely annoying after that. I mean, she was already getting more annoying as it was, but after that, it's like there's no turning back. So, of course, Judkins is like, hey, yeah, they all get better as the show goes along. He probably likes Fail. He probably does. I think we can continue that arc if we're allowed to continue. But it is different now. Television's moving in directions where things just come in, splash, and leave. Well, maybe if you had stuck to the fucking book, maybe more people would have cared. That's where television has its strength. That's where it's better than the movies. I'll tell you what, man. The West just isn't gonna do it, okay? The West just can't do it. The third season, which was primarily based on The Shadow Rising. That's a good one. That's a fucking good one right there. Tormented by your visions of the future. I don't know how stupid you can be, okay? I don't know how stupid you can possibly be to say stuff like that. He struggles to fulfill his destiny as Dragon Reborn. Well, guess what? By Shadow Rising, he's accepted that he's a Dragon Reborn. Well, of course, you wouldn't get that by watching the show, of course. Will he choose the light or let darkness consume him? He wasn't anywhere close to the darkness consuming him until way later. Like, way, way the fuck later. It wasn't after the Aiel Waste. It wasn't after Ruidion. No, absolutely not. He was only struggling with being the dragon. Being the Dragon Reborn. He wasn't struggling with evilness or anything like that. Where Rand and Moraine both experience life-changing revelations. Matt's supposed to be there too, actually, if you read the books. Matt's supposed to be there because he went through the Redstone Doorway, which doesn't exist in the show. All of them went through the Redstone Doorway, actually. Basically. But of course, that would have to mean that we're in the stone, and the stone's not in the show, and that would mean we have to be in Tyr, and Tyr isn't in the show either, really. And that opening thing with Swan Sanche, that does not count. That is not Tyr. That is some fishing village. If you can even call that a village, I think that's just her house right there. That's it. Oh boy, Screen Rant? No, say it ain't so. It's funny that Deadline is the one who's breaking this. Everyone's quoting Deadline. What the cancellation means. Following Game of Thrones. Yeah, there we go. See, you actually know something. Who is this? Yeah, Charlie knows a little something. Except he forgets that everyone is trying to copy Game of Thrones still, even to this day. Like, when this got greenlit, they were trying to do it. And Lord of the Rings. I mean, they were trying to just copy a whole bunch of stuff instead of just adapting the fucking books. Who would have thought that it was going to get canceled because of that? Television seems like... Whatever. Our take on the wheel time cancellation? Okay, now this is where I'm saying he's pretty much a liar. You say that he loves it. Well, let's see what he says. He's not satisfied with the first two seasons. He's gonna say that he likes the third one, though. I kept watching with low expectations, grasping for those rare moments of Jordan's storytelling. Hey, the Jordan storytelling wasn't in the show whatsoever. So you even with season 3, you're still looking, okay, and not finding it. And then he's like, oh, but I was utterly wrong about season 3. I still had my issues with the third season, but in terms of fantasy books adapted to television, it's one of the best available. How about fuck you? How about no, it was not? Where do they find these people? Maybe he got an AI to tell him what the rest was like. They're gonna cancel this, but not Rings of Prime. Never gonna watch an Amazon show again. I am not either. After what they did to fucking Wheel of Time. Here's someone that knows. There's at least somebody knows. I guess Screen Rant doesn't have 100% NPCs reading them. Thought this times 100. The story deserved an actual end. Not this one. See, we have the real ending. I can just crack open the book and tell you that it's got a real ending. It deserved a shot. It deserved a shot right up until they just deviated completely and made fan fiction. Or not even fan fiction, just straight up fiction compared to the book. Corporate indecision. It doesn't. It doesn't reek of indecision. It reeks of it was bad, people didn't watch it, it gets cancelled. How easy is that? What a bummer. Costume, what a name. What a name. Too many deviations. There you go. Too many deviations. It was all one big deviation, actually. That's the thing. The only reason. Where do they find these people? I don't get it. I just actually don't get all these delusional people that like the show. Like, where do they find these guys? Complete delusion. 1000%. But hey, if they never read the book and they're delusional enough to like the show, you know, they can keep on liking it. I'm not going to go after them. But I will still laugh. I will still laugh. It was bad. Didn't reflect the budget. Nothing reflected the budget. What did they say on the other page? Like $260 million. Certainly wasn't on the screen. They got one too many wigs. Anyway, ding dong, the witch is dead. Or like the bitch is dead. The bitch of the show. The abomination, it's gone. The wheel is broken. Now we can rest. We can rest and we can tear the show apart to make sure that if it ever gets picked up again, that they know exactly what not to do. This was a learning experience for them. What not to do. Peace out.